Hi there! This is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. Today I'm going to be planning for the second week of February 2021 in my vertical life planner. I have a kit from the PrintPetticoat Bandit called Romantic Verses. I printed this kit using my silhouette and so let me just give you a heads up. So this is a very, I guess they call it cottagecore. It's not exactly wintry, but I needed a break from winter. It's been very cold here in North Carolina, so just having a nice little spring break in my planner makes me feel like it's coming soon. I have several pages here. There are more that came with the kit, but these are the ones I decided to print. So we have the full box art right here, which I love the colors, the splashes of red and yellow amongst this like French blue. It's very pretty. These are some very light flags and labels here. We have some very cute deco and 2 flat lays, which I really like. Then these are the to-do headers, more headers up here. We've got some weekly trackers and some headline trackers, I guess, check boxes. I decided to go with the split washi. This is a very pretty, I don't know if you can see, oh, there's actually some strange kind of flecks in it, which I didn't realize before. This is, oops, let me see. Okay, so we've got these little sort of blue and white flowers. The days of the week, I went ahead and put Charlotte's Paper Company numbers on there. And let me see, is this, no. So then we have another page with more labels and another full box, which I'm going to use. I think that's great. I also love these 2 clipboard full boxes. They're fun for writing things that are going to take the majority of my day. Some more headers, some more quarter boxes, some little squares, which I'm not really sure what to do with those. 2 mandalas, and then some teeny weeny itty bitty icons, which are very cute, but very, very small. So that's the kit in full. I also have this sampler that I got from Jessica Hart's, which the color scheme actually goes really well with this, so I might use some of these flags. I'm not going to use this art, but it's very cute. And then I also, using my silhouette, there was a sale last weekend for Teddy plans, so I just went ahead and bought a bunch of templates. These are so cute. I actually had them printed and I'm sending them to my friends for Valentine's Day. You can see I've already used a pizza sticker. There's some studying stickers, cat hugging, and moving boxes, which, you know, it's been 3 weeks, but I'm still moving stuff around. Working from home bunnies, teleconference bunnies. You can see this one has really cute orange kitties on it. And must study bunnies. And I've been using these to track my graduation, which is coming up in a couple of months. So these also, I love these. They say, smells like BS, which is really funny, and some online shopping stickers as well. So yeah, that's my extra stickers here. I also have my extra stash. Additionally, so this did come with foiling options. I didn't have the paper to print the overlays yet. It hadn't come in the mail, but I do have this washi from Rose Colored Days. It's like a lights garland, so I'm just going to put it over the bottom of the bottom washi. And yeah, this is going to be a very relaxed week. I can show you last week since I didn't post that video. This was the Infinite Love Kit from Chic Blossom Prints. I didn't even really get to finish it. This week was so crazy, I barely even had time to look at my planner. So, but yeah, you can see and then this was the week before. This was the Daphne Bridgerton kit from PrintPetticoat Bandit. And then this is my favorite. This is Tra-La-La stickers. And yeah, so I started to write a couple of things in, but honestly, I didn't really get around to doing very much. So anyway, I guess technically this is the 3rd week in February, not the 2nd week. Oh well. All right, so I will get going, speed things up, and come back to you in a voiceover. Okay, so we've got all these pages here. I really love this kit. First of all, I love that it's perfectly measured to the to the planner. I feel like every time I've had to use a kit recently, it's either in an old format or something doesn't work, and so it's just a pain in the ass. You can see as I start to rip the stickers from the backing that some of them didn't cut as cleanly as they should have. I am still trying to find the kinks in this whole system, but I mean, still, it's less expensive, even if I have to print something a couple of times or go over a couple of passes. And the silhouette for cutting, still worth it. I also got a Mink machine, and I'm going to start experimenting with foiling my own stuff in a couple weeks. So I'm very excited to try all of that. In the meantime, I have this great overlay, which I accidentally did, two sideways or something. Like I messed up but it doesn't matter. It still looks pretty. So that came together very nicely. And then I opted for just some simple bow headers at the top. Or no, I did the blue. And those came off the page pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm still sort of working everything out. What I like about these kits, besides the fact that they're inexpensive and I can, make as many copies of certain pages as I want, is that the variety of options. You get lots of different choices, and that was something I didn't have before. And I like having those choices where I can pick them versus having someone choose the aesthetic for me. Now, okay, so you'll see I have the scissors handy because some of these did not free themselves as neatly as I wanted them to, and I just ended up trimming them on my own, which sounds like more work, but really not that bad. It was like an extra couple of seconds, not a big deal. So anyway, the lettering on this one was black instead of that weird blue glitter that I used for the Daphne kit a couple weeks ago, and I think it worked much better this time. So definitely choosing darker colors is important. I've also started writing on the stickers before I put them down, just because it does make it a little bit easier. But I opted to use both a cleaning tracker and a dinner tracker this week, and I probably didn't need to, but was also watching Crazy Rich Asians while I was doing this, so if you see me pausing or, that's because I was watching the movie. But yeah, it was Valentine's Day, so I wanted something sweet on. Yeah, I opted to keep the girl, but there were some of these I chose not to use. Oh, so for this, I cut the stickers out because I wanted the whole scene. So when you get the silhouette cuts for this file, it cuts the scene into 2 little pieces. You can actually kind of see it starts to, yeah, there it is. It started to come apart, but I managed to fix it. And I wanted the whole scene captured. So I just cut it out myself, and that worked really, really well. It's so much easier when it's just giant big blocks, but these tiny details, like for example, this Hello Weekend sticker, again, I was not successful in getting this off the page. So I think it all has to do with the paper that you use. And I have a lot of this sticker paper to use, and I'm going to use all of it because I paid for it already, but I will not be ordering it again. It really made it difficult to do the little things that I wanted to do with this. Okay, So moving on, I opted to use anything that had strawberries in it. I just thought that was so cute. And I already knew that I didn't want to use that girl in the center. I wanted the two friends or girlfriends or whatever in the thing. Fallen on the bed, which, why? But okay. And I opted to use the to-do headers this week because they're pretty. I do like the lettering. It's very nice. So this week is a little different because it's a series of holidays back to back to back. So I opted to use all 3 weekly trackers. These kits come with these pretty little scalloped headers. So I did this week, and this week I'm tracking taking medicine, taking a walk every day, and of course practicing ASL every day. Last week I wasn't able to do my ASL every day, and I paid for it during the weekend when I was trying to schedule everything at once, and it's just not a good way to learn a language. You really have to do it every single day, a little bit at a time throughout the day. So 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, while I'm brushing my teeth, while I'm in the shower, while I'm pouring my coffee, like trying to think about how I would sign things and how I would ask questions to other people. That's how you learn a language, and that's how you implement a language. I didn't have enough room for all of this, so I decided to just sort of cheat, and I trimmed off just a little bit on the bottom there. But yeah, I wanted to record my dinners, but also have a cleaning tracker this week. So Monday is President's Day, and today, for those of you who are watching this when it airs, so because it's President's Day, the school that I do my clinical placement in concert with the private practice, actually had the day off. So I was able to reschedule some of the kids, but not all of them. It's just, it's a holiday weekend. They also had a half day on Friday, the previous day for Valentine's Day stuff. So it just, it's just going to be a lighter day on Monday, which is good because my husband has the day off as well. So we're just kind of taking it easy. I'll tell you a funny story about Valentine's Day the night before. So we had ordered delivery from this restaurant chain, and it was an Italian restaurant chain, not Olive Garden, it was a different one. And basically we were just really excited because it was this cute little Valentine's Day special. We got appetizers and meals and a dessert, and we're waiting for the food to arrive, and it doesn't arrive. So my husband calls, and they apparently didn't have enough delivery people. So they were going to start calling people, telling them to pick up their order. Well, we don't have a car yet, so we ended up canceling the order, but my husband and I were upset. We were like, well, how could they just not have delivery people and then not tell anybody until 40 minutes after the food was, due. And they were sort of hedging on whether or not they could give us a refund, which I thought was a little crazy. So we ordered from a different place where we could walk and pick it up. So as we were walking to pick it up, my husband starts checking the Yelp reviews to see if anyone else is having issues. It turns out it wasn't just our location. It wasn't us, and it wasn't our location. It was every location that this chain, which I didn't even realize it was a chain, was. So all these places in Michigan and Georgia and Virginia, and everybody was having issues. It must have been some systematic issue that they had, but everybody was upset about it, and it sort of made us feel a little better that we weren't the only people who were affected, even though it's horrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but it was just so bizarre. And anyway, so that was my crazy Valentine's Day story. We ended up having a very nice meal. We watched a comedy at night, and it was lovely. We had a great time, but it was just very strange. Anyway, okay. So yeah, Monday I'm just trying to take care of some chores, and I have to give a presentation in the evening for my practicum class, but it's a 5-minute presentation. It's going to be fine. I love these clipboard full box things that come with this kit for my clinicals. They just work so well because I can put a lot of information. And my clinical placements really do take up the largest chunk of my day, Monday through Thursday and sometimes Friday. So it's representative of the time that I will actually have to do things, which is sort of why I do the planner in this format. I want to make sure that I'm not overscheduling myself, because if you take a checklist with 6 boxes and you write 6 things, but each one of those things could easily take 2 hours, it's not really a good indicator of how much time you actually have to accomplish that task. And so what you end up doing is overloading yourself, and then you don't get anything done. So I started to write the name of the school that I was going to be working at, and then I realized that's a big mistake, so I took it off. But I'm still trying to schedule my ASL sessions throughout the week. The way Gallaudet online ASL classes work is you don't meet for live sessions with a professor, but you do meet with people who are either deaf or fluent in ASL, and they do an assignment with you for 30 minutes over video chat. And they are the ones who grade you based on your performance, not the professor. So, and it's a chunk of the grade. It's 10% of the grade, all of these sessions together. So you have to schedule them throughout the week. Otherwise, you end up doing what I did, which was having 4 sessions in one day on a Saturday, and that was really not a good idea. I regret doing that very much. But anyway, so yeah, there's 3 holidays this week: President's Day, Mardi Gras, and Ash Wednesday, all on the first half of the week. I do teach at religious schools, but they're not Catholic. So I don't know what the protocol is in terms of, I'm sure they go to chapel, but anyway. So I just put in a silver speckled Chic Blossom Prints coffee mug. I do have some flecks of foil, silver foil in this kit, but the kit itself that I printed is not foiled. So that's a really cute video conferencing sticker from Shop Jessica Hart's that I got my first order from that shop a couple weeks ago. So that's my clinical placement for Wednesday. Wednesday and Tuesday are my longest days. I start in the morning and then I go basically up until 5:30 with just a couple of breaks in between. So I'm just marking taking a walk in between my client appointments, because I don't have that much time sometimes, and the weather has been really, really cold in North Carolina, but I'm trying to make an effort to take walks when it's sunny, or at least in the middle of the day when it's warmest, so that I'm not losing it. I had to switch pens halfway through this because something was going on with the Harriet Wright Designs pen was just skipping, and it was really bothering me. So on, I think I talk about this at the end of the video, but on Ash Wednesday, you're not supposed to eat full meals. You're supposed to fast, and Catholic fasting just means light meals. So just reminding myself in my planner, like, don't eat breakfast, have a light dinner, that kind of thing. I'm probably not going to go to church. I haven't been to a Catholic church in person since COVID. I watched Midnight Mass on my television. They was live streamed. So, I don't think people are going to be getting ashes again this year. I can't remember when it was last year, but I don't think people are getting their ashes, so. But yeah. So Wednesday, and you can see, like, even though my week is repetitive, the times of day change. So it's important to have all of that. Anyway, so we've got a large pause in this video for some reason. I have no idea why. Oh, that's why. I was trying to get the tiny deco off of this sheet and it wasn't coming off. So I ended up not using a lot of it because it was just too hard. But there's my second clipboard sticker for Thursday. I have kids back to back to back on Thursday, but then in the afternoon it peters off. And yeah, very quiet. You can see me kind of struggling in the corner. See, I'm trying to use as much of the deco as possible. I wanted to do the whole top row, which you can't even see in the video anyway, but it just wasn't, they weren't coming off. And that was a real bummer. That's a Once More with Love sticker, just marking clinical placement. And just marking in those dates. I forgot I added another client on Wednesday mornings, so I had to change the time. My time schedules are all messed up because I'm working with students who are on CST time and I'm on EST time. And we have two modalities of booking appointments, and one of them works with whatever time zone you're already in, and then the other one is the actual CST time zone. So I have to mentally calculate every single time I set up an appointment in this other platform I have to do it in my time zone. And it gets very confusing very, very quickly. So thankfully a lot of these appointments are recurring and I don't have to, keep doing it over and over again. But every time a parent makes a change, I'm like, oh God, I have to make sure I don't mess this up because it's not good. Yeah, a lot of my February materials were all about Valentine's Day. So now we're in the second half of February and might be still doing Valentine's Day stuff, but we'll see. Yeah. So let's see. I have a bunch of things worked out. I used another Chic Blossom Prints. I was trying to get the coffee deco sticker to come off and it wasn't working. You can see it's in my lap a little bit there. I was trying to peel it off and it just was not coming off. I used a tiny laundry sticker. That was like the one tiny thing I could get off up there, but really difficult. Didn't work very well. So anyway, sorry for all the lags, guys. Getting to the Friday and the weekend, I have much more free time. And so it's harder to plan ahead because you don't really know what is going to get accomplished in your week and what isn't. I tried to think about all the things that I needed to do. So Friday, presuming that I have no kids on Fridays, I have a bunch of things for my class that I'm going to have to work on. I have ASL projects that I need to start working on. But all of that goes out the window if I have a parent who tells me they need to work with a kid on Friday. Because my priority is making sure these kids get their therapy. And between snow days and holidays, I haven't had a single consistent week where everyone actually stuck to a schedule. And maybe that's just part of the job. I don't know, any SLPs want to weigh in the comments about how often their schedules actually change when they're working with schools? I'm curious to know. So I had these teddy plans printed up and they're just so cute. This one is a girl pouring a glass of wine for the weekly happy hour that I host. Last week it was so great. We had two brand new students to the program come and join us, and it was lovely talking with them. And they were so grateful to talk to people who were ahead of them in the program, and I sort of forgot how much I would have liked something like that too when I was younger, because there's so much you don't know, and to be in the comfort of people who have been through it and know exactly what you're going into, it's just, you can't, there's nothing else like it. I managed to get another bit of strawberry toast deco and milk jug for our fancy breakfast on Sunday mornings. Yeah, I honestly can't remember what else I put in my planner, because I think everything changes. You know, I sort of reserve Sunday afternoons for like finishing all of my unfinished schoolwork. Because in theory, you want to do a little bit of everything every day, everything in moderation, right? But life gets in the way. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes you have to make an emergency grocery run, or you have to take out the trash, or you have to clean something, or, you know, client changes its time, or, you know, you get a phone call from a friend and you take it. You want to talk to them for 2 hours, and then suddenly your day is gone. So all of those things will shift. I know a lot of people who make these videos who don't go into the detail of planning as I have done, because of everything I just mentioned. Things can fluctuate so quickly. But anyway, here we are. All right. Okay, so this is my week. It's very kind of repetitive, but that's just the way it works sometimes. We have 3 major holidays happening at the beginning of the week, one of which is going to unfortunately cut a lot of my clinical hours in pieces, but it'll give me some more time to just relax and maybe prep for the rest of the week, so I'm going to use that time to my advantage. I do have some hours in the afternoon for clinical placement, but a lot of my hours are being cut because it's a school holiday. I have lots of clinical hours. The next day I have to work on my ASL. I have to schedule my sessions throughout the week. I had some scheduling issues this past week, so I need to fix that and make sure it does not happen again, because I had a close call where I almost didn't finish yesterday. And then Wednesday, I'm supposed to fast because it's Ash Wednesday, so in Catholic faith, you're not supposed to eat more than 2 light meals a day. I know in some other religions, fasting looks very different, where it's complete abstaining from food, but Catholics do it a little bit differently, so I'm just going to let myself have some coffee and then a light dinner, but that's about it. Thursday is my last day of clinical for the week. Hopefully, you know, I'm sure I'm going to have some clients on Friday, even though I didn't really put it on my schedule, but we'll see what ends up happening. And then I'm hosting the weekly happy hour on the 19th, and then Saturday, Sunday is just hopefully a very relaxing and sort of nondescript weekend. The month is shaping up to be very, bland. It says we have and NYU legislation day on the 18th. I don't have any classes anyway, so it doesn't affect me whatsoever, so I didn't even bother putting it on the schedule. Oh, 3 weeks until graduation. I should put that on here. I have a Teddy Plan sticker for that. Just stick it right there. Is it 3 months or 2 months? I think it's 3 months, which is great. I did finally get my praxis scores in this week from ETS, so I feel very relieved because now it's going to take about a couple of weeks for it to get to my school, but at least I'm in the system, and so I don't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, this is my week. It's very, very basic, very quiet. I'm grateful for that. Still tracking medicine, taking a walk, and practicing ASL. Still tracking my cleaning. And you can see, so I'll just show you what the aftermath of this kind of looks like, because you're going to see some stuff. Okay, so this is the first page. This had all the full boxes on it. There were 2 full boxes I ended up not using. I actually ended up cutting this out because I wanted to keep the middle piece intact to retain the seam. So I ended up using my scissors a lot for this kit. This had the washi tape on it, the days of the week. I pretty much used everything on here. I never know what to do with these teardrop things or these like squigglies. I tried to get this out. This is the 2nd week in a row I haven't been able to use this because it's just this paper with the cutting settings I've chosen, I guess. It didn't go all the way through, so I have to figure that out. I didn't use any of these headers or these. I had a lot of little priority things left. But honestly, you know, you can't, there's no way to use everything. Same with these. I never know what to do with these little stickers. I was going to put them up on the top, but there just wasn't enough room. And then these, you can see, I would have loved to use this deco on the top. But, you know, some of them just wouldn't pop out. Like, for example, this coffee cup, just something went wrong with the cutting and the way that it cut. So, I don't know. And this I wanted to use. This is really cute. Let me see if I can get this out. So you can see, yeah, see, so it just didn't work. So I kind of gave up. I do have a lot of these little ones I ended up not using. They're just too small. I have no use for next week. And I guess I had a bunch of these flags left over. I could put something there, maybe. Just like that's general breakfast and relaxing. Nothing really happens there, but maybe I can use this. Right here I can do something. I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. Like, I just don't always have a use for everything. I did use some foiled stickers from my collection. I used some Teddy Plan stickers a lot on this page. So I ended up using quite a bit. I still have to figure out the cutting settings, and if anyone knows how to work a silhouette with this paper, this is Millcraft paper, I'm never buying this again because it's not worth the price. But yeah, so I have to go and finish up a couple of assignments from the rest of the week, and then my husband and I are ordering a delicious Italian dinner for us, so I'm very excited. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.